everybody, and thank you so much for being here to join us for this exciting news conference this morning. Joining me up here at the podium are Lincoln Police Chief Michonne Morrow and Lincoln Emergency Communications Center Manager Jessica Lose. And we are also honored to have Public Service Commissioner Dan Watermeyer with us today, as well as City Council members Tom Beckius and Benny Shobe. And I saw Sheriff Wagner has joined us today. We are all hands on deck here for a really exciting announcement. And our teams at the Lincoln Emergency Communications Center and the Lincoln Police Department are committed to providing the most efficient and effective public safety response possible for our community members, which is why I'm so pleased to be joining them this morning to announce that our new Lincoln Emergency Communications Center is ready for action, and we are thrilled to be celebrating its grand opening. Through our investment of both federal and city funds for this important public safety project, we have built a new state-of-the-art communications center with upgraded technology and hardware and more space to support our amazing 911 dispatchers, who are often the first responders in our community. Many talented and dedicated city colleagues have worked incredibly hard to get us to this moment. And I want to thank our Lincoln Emergency Communications Center Manager Jessica Lose, LPD Chief Michonne Morrow, former LPD Assistant Chief Brian Jackson, who is here today, LPD Business Manager Michelle Selvage, LPD IT Manager Chad Dalton, and our current team of 911 dispatchers for their dedication to making this project a reality. And at this time, I'd like to ask the Chief to share more details.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. We appreciate... Oh, it's not it. Okay. Sorry. We appreciate your continued commitment to public safety and for assisting in funding and being dedicated to the important purpose for why we're here today. The dozen of dedicated men and women who make up our Lincoln Emergency Communications Center are pivotal in public safety to both the City of Lincoln and Lancaster County. We have 51 telecommunicators and leaders within this center, and now with the new center we have capacity to build to 61. In support of our mission to provide quality services that promote a safe and secure community, the Lincoln Police Department transitioned the role of the 911 telecommunicator manager from a commissioned captain to an expert in the field, a professional staff member, when we recognize the need to have that type of understanding and work within the field. In late 2022, we were fortunate to bring back Jessica Lose. She began her career with the department as a dispatcher here in our center and spent time at the UNLPD and UNMC before returning with us here to LPD. Her experience and expertise in the field has been instrumental in helping us bring in new technology and implementing improvements to our center, like this week's connection to the EZNet, which we're very excited about. Behind us, as you can see in this beautiful center, are 6 additional consoles, and those consoles allow us to grow from 18 to 24. In the state-of-art facility here, it offers us an improved work environment for our telecommunicators and our team, and allows for us to grow our staff to continue to be able to support the growth of the City of Lincoln and Lancaster County and all those that we serve. For those that are suited for the stressful and challenging job that they have here in the center, we want to make sure that we provide a comfortable space that's desirable for our talented telecommunicators and for them to be able to professionally call this home. I want to thank Jessica and your leadership team for making this transition as seamless as possible for those that we serve, the hundreds of thousands that call into our center requesting assistance from police, fire, and medical. You are able in this transition to be able to provide those services and still get all of the resources to them as quickly as possible. All of us, the police officers, deputies, firefighters, and EMS, could not do their job without the support of our call takers and dispatch. Here.
Thank you so much, Chief Morrow. Here to share more about how this new center will support the growth and the capabilities of our local emergency response is Jessica Lopes.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Chief Morrow. I am deeply honored to be here today representing the incredible professionals of the Lincoln Emergency Communication Center. To all who have joined us this morning, welcome to our new home. A space that embodies years of dreams and hard work. And as we celebrate this milestone, we also express our heartfelt gratitude. We are privileged to serve a community that trusts us with their emergencies. Their trust is something we cherish and will always uphold. This new center marks a significant step forward, not just in facilities, but in our ability to innovate and prioritize the well-being of our team. It ensures that our commitment to service excellence in Lincoln and Lancaster County remains unwavering. This space is more than walls and equipment. It's a testament to our commitment to progress and care. It will help us retain our dedicated professionals and attract tomorrow's professionals who will share our passion for serving others. In our profession, unseen heroes make sacrifices every day. I want to recognize a few who have been instrumental in making the center a reality. Former Assistant Chief Brian Jackson, the LPD IT team led by Chad Dalton, the radio shop team led by Todd Beam. Your dedication has been invaluable and none of this exists without you. I also want to extend a special thanks to my wife Nikki and our son Alex. Your unwavering support means everything to me. Last but certainly not least, to the team of the Lincoln Emergency Communication Center. Your resilience and commitment during this transition have been exemplary. From managing the move to a new center to the implementation of new technologies, you have shown unwavering dedication to our community, and thank you for being you. The future of Lincoln and Lancaster County has always looked bright. From our new home, a home with windows, we continue to see how fortunate we are to be a part of it. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Jessica, and thanks to all of our dispatchers who are so often the first voice that our community members hear when they call 911. We are so pleased to have been able to build this new home base with windows, as Jessica mentioned, and to ensure that you and your talented team have the right environment for you to do the life-saving work that you do every day. And with that, we would be so happy to entertain any questions from the media who are here with us this morning.
Yes, there's been talks about innovation and improvements in technology with this new space. Could you go into a little more depth and detail in exactly what upgrades this new center has?
Sure. Jessica, take that.
Well, I mentioned the resilience of our team. That was no small statement. The same day that we moved, we also transitioned with the rest of the state to the ESINet. And while that's not a new technology for us, right, we always answer the phone. It's a different way of receiving the phone calls from the community. So that happened at the same time. As a part of our continued growth and expansion, again, we can't just think of it as a physical space, but we continue to look at what exists at every one of these 24 positions. And we are fortunate to be a part of the state of Nebraska that continues to see the value of our partnerships with vendors like Rapid SOS. And as we continue to onboard Unite and look to the community's future to be able to provide up-to-date information on not just calls that we're receiving or texts that we're receiving, but starting to receive information from the Internet of Things.
You also mentioned there was city and federal funds. Excuse me. Do you know the breakdown of exactly how that was split up?
Yeah, well, we were fortunate early on during the pandemic to receive our allocation of CARES Act funding, and there was just over $1 million allocated for the Emergency Communications Center. Other sources were the police department's CARES Act funding, about $3.4 million in police CARES funds, $1.1 million in the communications division's reappropriated funds. We had a additional 1.25 in general funds reappropriations, almost 3 million in asset forfeiture funds, bringing to the grand total for the new center to just over $8 million. So a match of both federal and local dollars.
So most of the communication staff be here and they stay at the original downtown at the Hall of Justice.
We are definitely committed to redundancies, and the city recognizes that need. So actually behind us are telecommunicators and our 911 professionals working right now. We are located at this space. We do maintain our primary operations as a source of a backup operation. So should we have the need to physically relocate, we are prepared for that.
You mentioned there are 10 more responders here than before. How do you think that will help you guys help more people, and what was the biggest need to add to the team?
When we talk about the 10 additional individuals added to our team, that's adding them to our team over a 24/7, 365 operation. So that permits us to add to our minimum staffing numbers throughout that 24-hour period each and every single day to make sure that we are also expanding our services with the growth of our communities.
If there are no more questions, we're going to cut a ribbon, and we wanted to invite up our city council members as well as Assistant Chief Brian Jackson and Chad Dalton and Todd Beam. And Sheriff Wagner, why don't you come on up too, because we're serving Lancaster County from this center as well. Great. And I didn't realize, but our fire chief is here. Dave Engler, please come on up. We want to have you cut the ribbon with us as well. Thank you.
Emily, are you willing to hit record on my phone?
Here we go. Forward, march. Okay. Please come on up to the ribbon as best you can. Engler. Dave. Come on. Please hold the ribbon. Okay. I'm going to try not to hurt anyone here. Okay. Do you want to get a few stills before we cut it? Okay. Okay. All right. Count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Third time's a charm. Absolutely. That's good.